Have you ever wondered, why are we so afraid of death? It's something every one of us will experience, as natural as the sunrise, as certain as the seasons. And yet, we avoid talking about it. We hide it, fear it, treat it like a shadow we can outrun. But what if death isn't the enemy? What if it's not the end, but simply a transition? Today, I invite you into a quiet space, a space of reflection, a space of peace, through the timeless wisdom of the Buddha. So the truth of impermanence. The Buddha once said, all conditioned things are impermanent. From the moment we take our first breath, we are walking gently toward our last. It's not morbid, it's just the rhythm of existence. But in our world, death is often seen as a tragedy, a mistake, something to delay, deny, or dread. In Buddhist philosophy, death isn't a failure. It's not a punishment. It's just the next note in the great song of life. Pause. Breathe. Imagine a leaf drifting from a tree, carried by the wind. It doesn't resist. It simply lets go. Could we live and die with the same grace? Well, what are we really afraid of? What keeps us clinging so tightly to life? Often, it's this idea of a solid self, that I am this body, this mind, this story, and death will erase it. But the Buddha taught something radical and freeing, anatta, no permanent self. What we call me is a dance of ever-changing thoughts, feelings, memories, like clouds forming and dissolving in the sky. Your body today isn't the body you had 10 years ago. Your mind has shifted, your heart has changed. So, if there's no fixed self, what are we really afraid of losing? Child, the law of change. When we loosen our grip on the self, we loosen our fear of losing it. Everything around us reflects this truth. Flowers bloom and fade. Rivers rise and fall. The seasons turn. This is anicca, impermanence. Nothing stays. And suffering comes when we resist that. When we cling to youth, fearing age. When we hold too tightly to others, afraid to lose them. But life flows forward, like a river, whether we grasp or not. And when we stop resisting, peace begins. Peace through acceptance. Peace doesn't come from control. It comes from acceptance. When we accept impermanence, we stop fighting reality. We begin to embrace it, each moment, each breath, for what it truly is, a fleeting, precious gift. Even death becomes less frightening, because in Buddhism, it isn't the end. It's a continuation, like changing clothes when our robes are worn. When the body no longer serves us, consciousness moves on, guided by the energy of our karma. The seeds we plant now will shape what follows. Leave so you can let go. So instead of fearing death, what if we focused on living well? If we live with kindness, with wisdom, with mindfulness, we plant seeds of peace. When our time comes, we can leave gently, not with regret, but with readiness. Often, our fear of death isn't really about death. It's about attachment to the people we love, the stories we've built, the identity we've created. But as the Buddha taught, attachment brings suffering. Everything we cling to will one day change or fade. The tighter we hold on, the more we hurt. So instead, let's learn to love without clinging, to live without grasping, to appreciate without needing to possess. The mindfulness, a practice for life and death. This is where mindfulness comes in. To be present, to witness without clinging, or pushing away. Through meditation, we learn to observe our thoughts, even fear, with calm awareness. Many Buddhist monks meditate on death every day, not to become morbid, but to become free. A gentle practice. Each morning, sit in stillness. Ask softly, if today were my last, what would I let go of? Let that answer guide your next step. To let death be your teacher. Death can be a teacher. It reminds us life is not forever. And that's not something to mourn. It's something to inspire. When we see how fragile life is, we stop wasting time. We let go of grudges. We speak more kindly. We hold our loved ones a little longer. We live with greater care. We begin asking better questions. What truly matters? Am I living with peace in my heart? If today were my last, would I feel ready? When we live with these questions, we stop fearing the end, because we are finally beginning to live. Freedom is possible. The Buddha himself died peacefully. No fear, no regret. He taught that the awakened do not grieve the end, because they understand there was never truly a beginning and never truly an end. Only change, only continuation, and great masters across time have passed joyfully, not because they escaped death, but because they fully embraced life. You can too, by releasing fear, by releasing attachment, by living with presence and dying with peace. The one last breath. So if you're holding fear, it's okay. We all do. But maybe today you can begin to set it down, not by force, not by denial, but by understanding. Because death isn't the end. It's just another breath in the infinite rhythm of life. And when we embrace that truth, we become free. If this message moved you, please like this video, share your thoughts below, and subscribe for more quiet wisdom from the path. Until next time, may you walk gently and live deeply.